What's up guys, Tommy Bowyer here from Movie Rewind, and Casualty have finally released their 2021 spring trailer. Looks like there's a lot of fantastic things coming up on Casualty. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, Casualty released their spring trailer a couple of hours ago, and because I had some free time, I thought I would do a review quickly in order to cash in on those views. I am joking, of course. The reason I've chosen to do it early is because I'm working the next couple of days, so this was the best opportunity to do that. And of course, the trailer looks amazing, I have to say. I really enjoy the new style they're doing with the trailers. They're not giving away too much as they used to. However, you're still getting hyped for what's coming up, and there's even looks like there's going to be some familiar faces returning to Casualty in the spring. Now, in today's video, I'm just going to go over what was seen in the trailer, what it could mean, and how Casualty storylines are going to be playing out over the course of the spring. So the main thing we can take away from this trailer is, of course, the return of paramedic Ian Dean, a fan favourite amongst the Casualty fan base. Now, of course, we have not seen Ian Dean since September 2019, and it was great news when at Christmas we discovered that Michael Stevenson had agreed to reprise the role as Ian Dean on a full-time basis. So this trailer heavily centres on Ian's returning storyline. Now, we see him in the trailer. He is still working for Hems at this moment in time. However, it looks like he's going to be embroiled in paramedic Jan's current storyline with her drug-dealing son Ross, and it looks like Ian's going to try and protect Jan from Ross, who is trying to make her smuggle drugs into the prison in order to protect him. So it's going to be great seeing Ian return, and him and Jan work really well together as well, so it'll be interesting to see that dynamic working out. Also in the trailer, we see that Ethan and Phoenicia look like they're going to be getting closer in the spring. Now, of course, Phoenicia gave birth to a baby boy called Bodhi, and Phoenicia and Ethan have been bonding over their kid, and I think they would really work together. It'd be nice to see a strong family unit on Casualty, although this is Casualty. People don't stay happy for long, and we all know Ethan has been hiding his Huntington's diagnosis from Phoenicia, so let's face it, Phoenicia is going to find out about that eventually, and then of course all hell is going to break loose. Now, another thing I pointed out in the trailer, or at least I could highlight, was that it looks like Ollie, David Hyde's son, is going to be put in danger. Now, it looks like him and Grace are getting on well. Of course, we all know Ollie fancies Grace, and Grace wasn't really interested. She was more interested in paramedic Leon. And of course, in this trailer, it looks like that Ollie could potentially be putting himself in danger in order to save someone, because we see Ollie trying to save someone on the train tracks, and then there's an oncoming train coming, and then it cuts to a scene where Grace and Connie are shouting, and Connie's basically saying that her daughter never listens to her, and they're having an argument. Now, of course, it was announced a couple of weeks ago that Amanda Mealing would be leaving her role of Connie Beecham, so maybe this train storyline and what happens to Grace and Ollie could play a part in Connie's departure. Who knows? I think that probably is going to be something to do with it. No, I honestly think that Connie's going to just decide, I need to really prioritise Grace now. She's out of control, so I'm going to step away from the hospital, as that seems to take over my life. So that's probably Connie's exit storyline, I'd say. And of course, I did a video on Tuesday when I said who was going to replace Connie Beecham as clinical lead of Holby City's emergency department. And it's a good thing that no one held me account for the bet I made, because I bet money, basically, that Dylan Keogh would be the one who took over as clinical lead. And it looks like I was wrong, because at the end of this trailer, because Casualty always likes to end their trailers on a cliffhanger so fans can be really hyped and like, oh my god, that's actually happening, we see the return of Kieran Coulson. Now, Kieran Coulson, some of you might not know, he was in the show a couple of years ago, and he was basically an executive troubleshooter. He was brought in to try and make the ED run more efficiently. It was at a time when Connie Beecham was going through a drug addiction storyline, and Kieran was attempting to get her found out and fired because he felt, you know, if she was addicted to drugs, then she was a danger to patients and she weren't running the ED properly. And of course, Connie basically set him up, so it looked like he had the drugs, so he was suspended from the hospital, and that could have been it. Now, Kieran Coulson is played by a fantastic actor, and he really left an impression on me and many other Casualty viewers. I thought he was great, and it was sad that he was only there for a short space of time. However, it looks like he will be returning to the role. I don't know if he'll be returning on a full-time basis. We don't know that yet, but it looks like he will be Connie's replacement as clinical lead. And what a fantastic choice. As I've said, he's a brilliant actor, and I like to see what they're going to do with his character in the future. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed this spring trailer. It teased enough to get me hyped without giving too much away, so it's spoiled. And that's a good mix. That's what a trailer should do. So I really enjoyed this trailer. And thanks for watching this video, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. And what are your thoughts on this trailer? Did you enjoy it? Are you excited about Ian's return? Are you excited for some of the storylines coming up, especially Kieran Coulson's return? Was any of you expecting that? So please comment down below and let me know. And I will see you in another one. See ya!